On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're underway on Sunday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35. They reel him in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They send a man in motion. Throwing it again here. Completed to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's 2nd and 2. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. They'll run here on first down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's fourth down. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. He connects downfield on 4. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals lining up for a 2-point try. He's throwing for it. It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by adding the 2-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back now, pressure on its way. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Browns a first. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Doesn't make the connection. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now it's second down. Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be third and long. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns could have gone for two in the tie, but they choose to trail by one. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick six. Taking a deep shot here toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over after the interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. Third down coming. Back to throw now. All the left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. interception into points. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 6. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 14-8 ball game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll start out with 3rd and maybe a couple inches at most. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. If the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Browns regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. From midfield now. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Fits it through the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Blast through midfield. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Back to the well again. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 17. The throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They'll throw it. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Bengals facing a deficit near the break. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that brings up 4th and long. Back to throw, needing a first. Escapes out to the left. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Browns getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Running this one left. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's a give up the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a handoff up the gut. He cuts it back right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns will add to their lead at the end of the half. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns bump the lead up to 13 points. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And he takes this out after crossing the 45.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
As the first, but once more, he's past the 45. 20, 15. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns push the lead to 20. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Pass play coming here. On the move, headed right. Diving right side, got it. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They are throwing it again. Flush down now to his left. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down from the red zone. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He's dropping back to throw. This one's caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Third down from the gun. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They go play action on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's got it on the bootleg. It is caught left side. And he's out the clear. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one splits the uprights, and the Browns continue piling onto this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Blown back, gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking for a throw here. He's got a man left. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And they pick him off again. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down. Plowing up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
To the air, third and long. Escapes the pocket. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Called in by Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw it on first down. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. That's the end of the third. On first and 10 from the 41. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed to his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Working quickly here. Handoff on second and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And they pick him off again. And the Browns have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
That's completed right side. He's off to the races. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns continue piling it on here in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they face 2nd down. They're going play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Cut out left. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down. Give now to the running back. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Right up the gut. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns are running them out of the building. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns continue adding on to that lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing from the gun. Throw left side, complete. Jukes one defender, and they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Looking to the air here. That one's complete, right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Bengals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided. On is Cade York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals cut into the lead by another point. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now he'll throw off the play. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And now the Bengals have it. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. So the Bengals going back to the well, trying for 2 again. He's throwing for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now a give running right. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Another carry for him. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Running back sent in motion. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They kick the running back in motion. One final shot here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the Browns come away with the win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Yeah!
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns.